my name is Cherie, and it is my pleasure to be able to share with you guys something that I felt really passionate since I've taken this organizational communication class. Are you a church hopper? Which means you find it really hard to settle down at one particular church and you just keep switching between churches until you find the best, the perfect, the most suitable church for you. Or if you're not, do you have a church hopper friend? Do you have the desire to invite them to your church and to keep them at your church? We'll come back to this question. During the very first couple weeks of this semester, we studied the theory of bureaucracy. And if you have no idea what a bureaucracy is, let me give you an example. DMV. Have you ever waited the entire morning to wait in line just to get your license or to renew your ID? Or APU students. Have you ever waited for enormous hours at the undergraduate enrollment service just to get to pay your tuition? That is the idea of bureaucracy. And we are told that the reason why it is so frustrating, why the system is so slow, is not because they don't want to change it. It's because that it is not designed for me, one person. It is designed for everyone, for the productivity of the work. They want to get as many students as possible. They want to get more people to get to do their business, finish their stuff at the place. So we would be wondering, now APU, if you have such a bad quality of service, you have such a slow system, how do you attract more students to come? If we consider their service as the product of APU, we would be like, I don't think this place is as productive or efficient. But this is something that I learned. The product of APU is not the service. It is us, the students. We are the products that they've been working on. We are the products that they create, that they made in order to show the world, show people that if you come to APU, this is what it means to be an APU student. We embody the APU mission statement, the image of APU Cougar. And it is us, the products, students, who are speaking to the parents in the world. Come to APU, consume here, rather than buy all up. Now, if we could understand that concept, it is much easier for us to now go back to our very first question. Why is it so hard for people to settle down at one church? Why do church hoppers find it so hard to stay at one church? What are they complaining about? They might complain about church service, the order of the service, the worship setting. We consider the service of the church as their product, and we say that, church, you better be working on this so that you can get more people to join our church, come to our church. And if you still remember from our APU example, that's not true. The product of the church is people who attend that church. It is us, the followers, the fellowship at the church. That's the main product of churches. And when people come to church, they see that the people who attend the church are not the people that I want to become. They are not the people that I want to associate with. That's why they find it so hard to settle down. So for us Christ followers, we need to realize that we are the products that embody the idea of being a Christian, the idea of following Jesus, the idea of love, peace, joy, everything that God created us to be. If we are the products and if people are evaluating our churches based on how we behave, then we better behave well so that we could truly live out a Christ-like life and attract more people, bring more people to Christ, and really fulfill the idea of preach the gospel to the end of the world. And again, to those church hoppers, don't be so bothered by the church service. The pastors, the people who work full-time at church are not solely focusing on the service, on the worship. They are focusing on helping the people who attend the church to be equipped with the truth, with the knowledge of God, so that they can truly stand firm in this world. So look at those people rather than the service. If you want to become one of them, and if you want to associate with them, then settle down, find a church, and attend the service. So don't close off this video without hearing me saying this. A church that has really poor worship service might not attract as many people. But a church that's filled with people who embody the love of Christ, who show the love, the truth, and the way of Christ will definitely bring a lot of people back to God. Thank you.